Crew, stand up. Good morning. So I go out on my deck this morning. It's pretty much what I do every morning. Just I don't know, take it in. If the temperature's good. So I'm just hanging out, not even drinking coffee, just looking at the sky, sunrise, and all that fun stuff. And these four birds perch on the railing of my deck. It was the coolest thing. I didn't move because I didn't want them to fly away. So they start chirping and singing to each other, and it was almost like a chorus or a choir. I was like, wow, man, wow. It was really cool, and I didn't have my phone with me, so I didn't get any vid because I was scared to get up and it would scare them away, and they were having so much fun. I didn't want to scare them away. Crazy yesterday in Northern Virginia, in Fairfax specifically. Fight breaks out at a school. One kid stabs another kid. The Fairfax law enforcement shot someone yesterday, killed a guy, and luckily the law enforcement officers are okay. So the guy was being pulled over. Now this is NBC4 News. Again, take it everything with a grain of salt. And he just leaned back in his seat, pulled a gun out, and started shooting at the officers. So thankfully the officers are okay. I'm sure body cam will come out, and that'll be all over the place. Ups to the Nats. I'm very proud of the Washington Nationals. Also, the Washington Caps. They advance in the playoffs. They won last night 3-1. I'm not going to get into all the other baseball stories because it's a crazy season. I got a text yesterday from my neighbor, and I was on the phone, so I didn't answer it right away because I just didn't. And then while I'm still on the phone, about 2 minutes later, she's calling me. So I still didn't answer it, but I ended the phone call shortly and called her back because I thought that's kind of odd because we don't really talk. She just kind of has my number. If I'm not home, she'll pick up my packages on the doorstep. And if she's not, vice versa. So I call her and she's bawling. She's crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you okay? She's like, I got this big wasp in my house. I really need your help. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be right over. So I go over and she's outside just crying, just bawling. I guess it scared her. I guess. I asked her. She's not allergic. So I'm like, all right. She goes, we kill it. And I'm like, yeah. So I go in the house, and it's on the windowsill. And actually, it wasn't a wasp like she thought. It was a hornet. This thing was the size of a golf ball. So I'm like, oh, my God. I've never seen any hornet that big. Not that I really want to see any of them. So I reach over. She's got like a paper towels in her kitchen sink counter area. And I grab the roll. Probably only had like 5 or 6 paper towels on it. So I get it, and it took me, so I put it in the windowsill, and I'm crushing this thing, and crushing. It took me minutes to kill this thing. That's how big it was. So she had her house, around her house, exterminator, pet control, or whatever, exterminator, yeah. So I guess that stirred up a hornet's nest that was in her yard somewhere that she was not aware of. That's my guess, but she's okay. She was thankful, and she tried to give me money, and nah, man, it's all good. But the thing, I'm telling you, the size of a golf ball, I was just, first time I ever seen it. All right, there is something. Oh, so I got a few messages on some of my social media of how I know Kenny Chesney. Here's how I know Kenny Chesney. So I'm down in the Caribbean. I'm down in the Virgin Islands on St. Croix, and I'm staying at a resort. I guess resort. Looked like a resort. And they have an open air bar. And I went down to get something to eat and have a drink. So I'm sitting there and just kicking it. I'm wearing my Yankees hat. I know, that's hypocritical, but I am a Washington fan. I'm wearing my Yankees hat, and this dude sitting beside me wearing a Boston hat. Even though that's the Yankees' rival, I've become good friends with a lot of people that are Boston fans because they're easy to talk to. So we're talking, baseball and just baseball. And this guy's like, "Do you know who I am?" Because we started talking music or something. It went into music. And I'm like, nah, dude. He goes, yeah, I'm Kenny Chesney. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, I didn't know who Kenny Chesney was. So I go back to my hotel room and I Google it and I'm like, holy shit. Wow. Okay. So and the next morning I saw him and we talked about it and I told him, I said, man, I'm sorry, dude. He goes, no, it's kind of cool that I don't have fans bugging me. He goes, I enjoyed talking to you last night. So that's how I know Kenny Chesney. A great guy. Still talk to him to this day. Oh, I heard a song yesterday. It was on in the background, but still, it was a song my friend KD and I always karaoke. Still to this day, Humpty Dance. Man, talk about bring back the memories. We karaoke'd it locally, and in Key West, Florida, in Las Vegas. I once got busy in a Burger King bathroom. Can't say I've done that. In a bathroom, yeah, but not a Burger King bathroom. So the Humpty Dance, it'll make you dance. YouTube is 20 years old today. 20 years old. I remember my friend Sean and I were at a conference out in Vegas, and we're obviously attending. And the guy that started YouTube, or at least one of them, he was speaking at the conference to introduce it. And I was like, man, is that gonna work? And we're talking 20 years ago, so technology is not what it is today. But I read my notifications this morning and it said 20 years old. So YouTube, way to kick ass, man. You guys really did. Oh man, I think that's it. You guys have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Temperatures should be good today, at least here in Northern Virginia. One heart, and it's one love.